Hey everybody, this is Heartless Spartan here with a channel update video. Now, for those of you that had followed my posts, you've known that I've been taking a hiatus from the channel actually since like late October. I'm sure pretty much, I think the rest of the people that were probably like, "Oh no, he disappeared. Is he dead?" No, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I just had to take a break from the channel. I had to take care of my parents. That's still like an ongoing thing that I'm dealing with. My priorities just kind of shifted, and I need to focus on kind of like moving everyday life forward versus the collecting and the hobbies and things like that. I mean, for instance, what I'm working on is like I'm cutting my spending. So that means like the toy collecting hobby and the YouTubing and that more or less got the axe. Like was it back in late October, I had a whole pile of like Monster High dolls to review. They were like stacked. It was like 4 feet high or something. And I was like, this is too much. And I ended up returning those to the store. It ended up being like $200-300 worth of Monster High dolls. And I'm like, yeah, that was too much. And like the thought went through my head, like, it's like, I don't have to have everything, you know, nothing against Monster High, but I just kind of had enough of the same dolls and the same toys and just slightly different outfits, and the outfits started getting kind of weirder and weirder. So yeah, I kind of gave Monster High the axe back in October. Yeah, I shifted my goals towards saving money. I've been putting money into the savings account. Like I want to own the house that I'm living in. You know, so I got to be saving up money rather than buying toys. I'm kind of setting that as my goal, you know. Own the house that I'm living in and get my life moving on here. Let's see. So that involved narrowing my collections. So there was a lot of stuff that I was collecting that I didn't really do videos on. And of course, now that I'm reviewing a video, I've got like a cold or something. How wonderful. But yeah, there was tons of stuff that I didn't do videos on because, I mean, my channel ended up kind of following a lot of dolls and like 6 scale like doll-like figures and My Little Ponies. It ended up leaning a lot towards like the girls' toys. You know, the girls' toys. I mean, of course, I collect them too, but whatever. It wasn't really my intention to do that because, I mean, it was like over, 2 years of Monster High that I was actually posting videos for, I think. And I didn't really have a problem with that. I still don't. But I collected so much other stuff like Halo, Star Wars, like Ghostbusters. Like there's a lot of things. Is it anime figures, posters, props, things like that? Like there was a lot. I mean, my Star Wars collection is huge. And like since like last May, I've been collecting tons of the Kaio My Little Pony cards, at least like the imported ones from China, because like the English ones just started trickling into the US. But I'm having to like pick and choose much more closely because I want to narrow my collections and stay focused on my goals for actually moving forward. And that had to do with my hiatus from the channel. Because one of the things I'm doing is I'm selling off certain collections and chunks of collections and a lot of the other miscellaneous things that I've just kind of bought and accumulated along the way. And I've been doing that on eBay. Like I don't really want to make this a video of me trying to hawk my eBay shop on here, but I mean, I listed my entire anime figure collection, not like the 6 scale posable ones, but more of like the statue ones. I listed like all of the ones that I had boxes for, which was most of my collection. And some of them I didn't even open because I that was another problem with storage. I just kept buying stuff, and it's like, I don't even have room to display this. Like, why am I still buying things? Like, same with Monster High and the 6 scale figures and the Bishojo My Little Pony statues. Like, I'm keeping those though. But like, I just did not have display space for all that. And honestly, trying to display anime figures, it's like, if you get like a figure like that, you can like fit that into a space, like any of these 1/6 scale figures, or even like a Monster High doll. You can fit that into a space or pose it into a space. But an anime figure, depending on its base and its pose and its size, like that could take up like half a shelf by itself, whereas you can just cram as many of these in as you want, depending on whether you want to see the thing behind it. So I was just like, yeah, I don't really need these. Plus, if I want to like buy the house and find a nice girl and start a family and that, I'm not gonna have shelves full of anime figures. Most likely. I don't see that, flying too well. I mean, she'd have to have a high tolerance for this stuff to begin with, but then, you start putting anime girls on a shelf, and it's like, well, there's a limit. But, yeah, selling stuff on eBay, that takes so much time to go through everything and do the pricing research and figuring out how much I paid for it, how much I can get for it. Like, yeah, and just deciding what out of my collections. Oh Lord. Like, I even have like a huge Jurassic Park collection. I mean, granted, you'd probably call it a Jurassic World collection because it was after that movie came out. It's that kind of era of the toys. But I just have boxes of that. That it's like, that's something I could probably get rid of. Not to mention, when I was buying the Monster High dolls, for like a year and a half, I was buying like duplicates. So like the first several waves of Monster High dolls, I have like in-box duplicates of those things. So maybe even over the next year, I'd be listing on eBay to see if the value of those went up, and maybe get some of those out of the house too, and get some money in my pocket for what I really want to do. But that's kind of my intentions with that, because like my parents' health is declining, and that has me worried. I'm in their house. I'm taking care of them, and it's like, well, if one passes away, then it's like, okay, I'm still like running this household, but it's not my house, and that raises a lot of complications, especially in legalities of things. So that puts me in quite a bind, and I want to be in a good space financially in the event that the worst happens. And so I've been taking this hiatus. I've been refocusing my efforts on like clearing out my collections, narrowing my collections, saving money, and making money, so I can kind of take care of myself and my family and kind of get things moving forward for the things in life that I deem more important than plastic toys. Like I've been telling people, it's like, I'd rather spend money on a real girl than a plastic one. Hence, I'm getting rid of that anime collection. But if I kind of shift my focus now onto like the individual things that I've been collecting and doing videos on, if I start with Monster High, for instance, I'm sorry for the subscribers and people that have watched and subscribed to my channel, especially for the Monster High things, that I kind of stopped collecting the Monster High stuff. I kind of had enough of the same characters. It was costing me too much money. They were releasing things, honestly, like too quickly. Like there was a lot that came out over the fall, and it was a lot. It was costing me too much. And really, I feel like if they come out with a new character, like they came out with Nefera, if they come out with a whole new character, I still might pick it up. But I'm a lot more picky around that. Like I'm not really buying more of the same characters that I already had, because that $200-300 worth of dolls I returned back in like early November, late October or whatever. That was like a wake up call there. It's like I need to shift my focus on that, especially when I stopped doing reviews, because like I just did not have the time. So that's kind of where things are going forward with Monster High. I don't really anticipate much content, and if any, going forward for that. Because honestly, Monster High is like one of my... It's a pretty big collection now, but it's not one of the main things I've been collecting for years, and that would be like the 3.75-inch Star Wars figures. You know, and then I have that long-running history of over a decade with My Little Pony, so that's still something close to my heart there. So I guess moving on to My Little Pony then, yeah, I'm keeping a close eye on what's going to be happening here with My Little Pony over the next year. And yeah, I went kind of crazy with the Kaio cards from China. I'll probably end up figuring out how to list my duplicates for sale sometime in the next coming like month or so here, when I have time to kind of go through more of those and get them sorted and then price them and kind of list at least the commons and the uncommons as sets. Because I'm collecting, so if I get a rare card, it's like I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to put it in my binder and keep that. You know, I bought it for a reason. But I can at least sell sets of the uncommons and things and sort out like the scratched cards and all that. And that takes a lot of work. And I sleeve all my stuff. I like nice things. But the thing that has me worried about My Little Pony is that Hasbro does not seem to be too interested in manufacturing the toys themselves, and they're kind of outsourcing the IP, which is a good business strategy. You get more stuff made, and you make money off of that without really necessarily having to do too much yourself, which is good for the brand. It's good for Hasbro, but we're not going to really get the classic kind of ponies that we've been getting, and what I've been seeing popping up has been more and more blind box stuff. Now, I give trading cards a pass. That is the thing for trading cards, is the chase and the blind packaging and duplicates and things like that. That's expected for trading cards, because you're supposed to trade them with friends and other people and stuff. But I'm seeing a lot of like blind box My Little Pony stuff popping up. That's like, I don't want that to be what My Little Pony is. And then if Hasbro or a company does do the mainline ponies, I'm afraid they're going to do what like Monster High did with like Buried Secrets, and they just kind of stuck them in blind packaging, and it's like, oh, you know, you can't even pick your favorite pony off the shelf or find one that you like. You have to buy them blindly and randomly, and that would infuriate me if that's the route somebody goes, and that, or Hasbro goes, or whatever companies that make that are going to be making the toys in 2026, if they do anything like that, any kind of toys at all whatsoever. So I am kind of worried about My Little Pony going forward. I'd probably have to pick and choose. If they come out with a new series, then it's like, okay, do I like this? If I don't have to get anything from it. If they come out with more nostalgic stuff, like from, Generation 4, the Friendship is Magic era, then yeah, I'll definitely probably hop on that bandwagon. It just depends on what it is. Like, I saw the little mini Funko Pop G4 figures that came out, I think just in time for Christmas, around like Thanksgiving and that. And I was like, I kind of wanted to get them, but then I'm like, that's not the kind of My Little Pony stuff I'm looking to get. Like, I like things like this. And this, like, I knew what I was getting. This wasn't a blind box. So I bought it. I bought, like, the whole set of these. But then, like, the company that makes these is releasing tons of blind boxes. And it's like, well, I don't want any of those. I don't want a bunch of duplicates. And they're expensive. And it's not worth it to me. It's like, I want the ones that I want the collection. I want to be able to see what I'm getting. And I want the ones that I want. And of course, I have Luna there. But, you know, if anything, I want to see, you know, their standard, traditional My Little Pony figures with the brushable hair and that, you know, that would be nice. And, you know, if they do something a little bit more elaborate, I don't see this happening because these would probably cost a fortune now for whatever reason. Is like the action figure types with like the sculpted hair and that. These were really cool. I would love to see something like this done. That would be fantastic. I'd be fine with this. But I could make a whole video talking about like what I'd fear most from them doing My Little Pony stuff and them, and what I'd want to see. That would be a whole other video. But My Little Pony, still kind of on the table for my collections. I'm just very picky about it. I'm trying to be careful with this because this gets ridiculous when it comes to how much you can end up spending. 1/6 scale figures. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's another thing I had to narrow down what I was getting, because I was getting a bunch of like anime figures. I canceled. Trying to remember the brand. Anyways, I canceled those kind of, like, I even canceled Roy Mustang because I was like, I need to figure this out before I spend any more money on these things. And I decided when it comes to like the X06 figures, like my Star Trek figures, that I'd probably just focus on like the next generation and especially the bridge crew. And then Halo stuff, I don't really seem to have to worry about Halo things. Not necessarily 1/6 scale, but there's not really much coming out for that at all. There was that, what was it? Well, I'll get to Halo in a minute. But the DID figures, the realistic and historical things, I really got to pick and choose. I got to decide which nations, what eras that I really want to pick from, because I'm starting to pass up on things for that as well, because though that's a lot of money there. That, unfortunately, I had things pre-ordered many months ago, like even things that were pre-ordered over a year ago that I had down payments on, that now I'm like, oh, wish I didn't do that. So, I mean, this whole video is like even like an evaluation of like my good and bad decisions when it came to collecting. And yeah, I overstepped the bar on some things, but I'm also managing things perfectly fine. Like, I'm not going bankrupt over here. Like, I'm working hard and I'm taking care of myself. So, like, don't freak out. Like, oh man, he dug himself into a pit and he can't get out. No, it's like, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm just shifting my priorities here because, you know, if you're gonna buy a house, it costs a lot more than an action figure, you know? So, there's that. So, yeah, I mean, I did cancel a bunch of figures. I am passing up on a whole bunch of things. I was collecting, like, Lord of the Rings, World War II, the TB League Egyptian figures. Granted, they really haven't been releasing much for that, so I think I'm good there. I was collecting some pop culture things. The astronauts. I think I still want to get the other two Apollo astronauts, or Apollo 11 astronauts, and I mean, I got a big expense racked up on me pop culture wise because I ordered that deluxe set of the was it Blitzway? I think it was Blitzway Ghostbusters. And I'm like, well, I can't surrender my down payment on that. So that's going to be an expense for that. And, maybe I can do a review. Just, I don't know if anyone's interested in seeing that one or not. You'll have to let me know. Other collections, Halo. Of course, they haven't really been releasing much. There is that, Halo Reach, Remember Reach box set that GameStop had of the 6-inch figures. And I'm not really a 6-inch figure collector. Honestly, I've been listing 6-inch figures on eBay. Well, not the Halo ones because I'm a Halo collector. I mean, that thought's crossed my mind too because some of the newer stuff I have duplicates of that I could maybe list if I really wanted to. But yeah, I mean, nothing's really coming out for Halo, so I don't have that to worry about, honestly. Star Wars has gotten more expensive. I'm not a Black Series collector, honestly. I listed the extra boxed figures of any of the Black Series stuff I have for sale, but like the vintage collection and the 3.75-inch stuff, like that is a huge collection of mine. And that's going all the way back to my earliest days of childhood right there is Star Wars. Like, I grew up on Star Wars. And I honestly, if Monster High hadn't been the thing that I just started doing videos on, this would have been a Star Wars channel of like the vintage collection figures. I would have been one of those guys. And no offense to them, I watch like Bosk's Bounty, and that is probably my main YouTuber that I watch for Star Wars figures. But man, I'm even rethinking that collection because now like a little 4-inch figure is like $20 US, and it's like, I don't know about doing this no more. Because on top of that, I was an army builder. I was like, man, I don't need one stormtrooper. I need like 10 of them or more. It's how big of a battle do I want to set up? And then it's like, okay, so it's just me. And I'm still single, and I don't have kids, and I'm buying all these toys and all these action figures. It's like, who the heck am I gonna play with? It's like, I've got enough. If I have kids in my future, I have enough toys to, like, bust out and be like, hey, let's play Star Wars. And then be like, no, Dad, we want to play Ultra Roblox in the holographic VR future, whatever they come up with 10 years from now or whatever. The thing that at that point, the thing that I thought I would understand by the time I'm that age, and it's like, I don't know what this is. I am so confused by it. It makes no sense to me. I think it's dumb. It's weird. My children love it, and I have no idea what's going on. And I'm over there like, hey, you want to play Star Wars that came out back in the 60s? It's before my time even. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking Star Wars too, but that's not quite gotten the axe like other things have. That's still one of my big collections. So, I mean, of course, I have all these, like, conflicts of interest going on here where it's like, I still want to collect things. I still have things ordered. I have collections still ongoing. I still have my vices. And my obsessions. So, yeah, I want to get my life moving forward. I got things to pay for. I want that better financial stability and that fail safe. So I'm gonna keep this hiatus ongoing. if I have extra time and I'm in the mood to make a video, I'll make a video and I'll post something up. I don't know, maybe I'll take some pictures every once in a while and throw up a post. Sorry for this video being so long. I'll try to see if I can cut some things in the edit. But, I mean, honestly, my intentions going forward is to kind of chat things up every once in a while, throw up a video, or post an update in, like, YouTube posts or on the Facebook as well. Oh, those poor guys on Facebook. I kept forgetting about the Facebook. I kept posting things late on Facebook. Honestly, I wasn't like a big social media person to begin with, so honestly, like, Facebook kind of it was like an afterthought when it came to running this channel. But I want to keep the video under 30 minutes. Sorry it ran for so long, and just me ranting about the things and the money I was spending, and just, I mean, I can go into a whole in-depth videos if you guys are interested. That can be a future thing too that I can consider doing, as well as like, hey, here's the mistakes I made, here's the dumb things I did as a collector, here's the good choices I made, the bad choices I made, and you know, the things I'm happy about, the things I'm glad for, and the things that I maybe regret doing. Doing the channel, I don't really regret doing that. You know, people chatted me up. I still get subscribers even though I haven't really posted a video in 2 months. So that's cool. That tells me that I've been putting up some worthwhile content, and I appreciate everyone that has been watching and listening and participating so far. So that's pretty awesome. I'm just sorry that I haven't really had the time, and things have been happening and I have to step away for a while. So this has been Heartless Spartan. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you guys again next time.